This tutorial will go over how to use the sensors. So first thing you do is go to this motor icon and make sure that you have inputted your sensors into the program. If you don't remember where these three sensors are, click on Add a Device. Go to the bottom where it says 3-wire. Bump switch is at the top. Limit switch is to the left of it. And line tracker is right beneath it. These are the three main sensors that we'll be using for this class. Now, once you have inserted these sensors, you will then need to code these sensors. So in the control section, there is a bunch of code here. Because we would like our code to repeat, we'll be putting your code into a forever loop. That way, the moment your code starts, this will go forever and ever and ever until it never ends or your battery dies. Anyways, so once you put the forever loop in there, you will put in an if statement, which will then tell the code that something will happen if the thing inside this hexagon is fulfilled. So we're going to go to sensing, and in sensing, you'll notice that there's motor sensing, which we're not going to use right now, and we also have bumper sensing. So we'll put the bumper sensing right in there. So if bumper A is pressed, something will happen. Typically speaking, we will have some type of motion. So we'll have either a spin motor left, or a spin motor forward, or spin motor to a position, or etc, etc, etc. So we will, for this purpose, we'll just say that you are going to spin the motor forward. Now, if you wanted to make sure that the sensor stopped, then you can also go back to the control section, and you can use, instead of a for loop, you can use an if then else statement. So in events, we'll go to when started. If, let's say a different one is pressed, let's see, if a limit switch is pressed, then we can specifically have it where the motor is, this is for your, which activity? It is the activity involving the gates going up and down. So set motor position to certain degrees, we'll say 90 degrees. Otherwise, if this limit switch is pressed, it'll go to position 90 degrees. Otherwise, or else, it'll go back to 0. And there you have it. You have also learned how to use the bump switch and also the limit switch. And one last thing. In order to make sure that this loops forever and ever, please make sure you go to Control, put all this code inside a forever loop, so it does it forever until the end of time, until your battery runs out. Please charge your batteries.